Well, hi, how are you? Good to see you again. Always a pleasure. I was not going to do a video today, but something I wanted to, that I forgot to do yesterday when I was looking at this rat assisted. Okay. Somebody had mentioned, it may have been Josh, about liking the lock. Okay. Let me tell you something about this lock. Right now it's in the fire position. Okay. Now all it's going to keep it from doing is opening. That's all. Okay. Now if I put it in the fire position and I open it, alright, I don't want there to be any misunderstanding on this. Now, it'll close in the fire position. Okay. Will it close if it's locked? Let's find out. Let's say you're hit the spine or your knife went wonky and you whack something you're cutting, and now let's find out. Let's move this lever over, this liner lock. Move it over. Okay. Now it's closing. It's in the lock position, but it'll only go so far. It will not go any farther than that. Still, you're going to catch your fingers. So that lock, I would say it's a nuisance. It's not, if it locked in place, if it kept the, first of all, I'm not sure how that's locking in there. I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust putting my fingers in here and pushing on it too hard, because this bitch is sharp. It's okay if you wanted to keep it from opening when you pulled it out, okay? But here's the problem with that also. Right now it's in the lock position, okay? So let's put it in the pocket position, and I have this tipped up. All right, now when I go to pull this out, what's going to happen when it hits the pocket? This has a good chance, that's pretty stiff, but this still has a good chance of opening up into the fire position. So really, I say a lock on this thing is just useless. In the open position and you locked it, it kept the blade from moving back and forth, I would say go for it. Now, here's a little tip, which I use on my Fox Karambit, because when I would pull it out using the Emerson feature, this safety would go forward and this blade is not coming out. But you're paying a couple $100 more for the Fox Karambit, and also you're paying for this feature. Now, this is a back lock, okay? But let's say I got it in the open position and I push the lock forward. I'm not going to tempt fate. I just don't like to do that. But it's locked in there, okay? We're not going anywhere. That's the way this one should be on the lock. Without destroying the knife. You don't have to destroy the knife. You may want to give it to somebody or sell it later on, okay? What you do, you got this little indentation here. What you do is you snip off a little bit the rolled up tubing on the Q-tip. Just now this one's just going to take a little tiny bit. And it went popping and flying. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you get the idea. I got a little piece of nubbin in there. And what I could do if I wanted to, I could take and color it red. Okay? That way it doesn't look so ugh. Took a while playing with it. You just gotta kind of like, you know, shave and fit it and shave and fit it, and but that seems to work well. Knife opens, It's not going to close. This is not blood. This is ink pen. All right, so that's my workaround on this. There we go. You got a little more hole up there, and I think it fell out somewhere along the line, but this one I got wedged in there. And what I did was I made it black. I took a Sharpie like this, and you can take a Sharpie and you can do red if you want, and so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. I just painted it black, okay, like so. And now when I go to pull this out, this bar is not gonna, what would happen, like I said, I'd pull it out, my pocket would hit this, and it would keep the blade from opening. Well, that's not purpose of the wave feature. Purpose of wave feature, you pull it out of your pocket, you catch it on your pocket, and the blade opens, okay? Whether this one needs it, not sure. This Fox karambit definitely needs it, because this thing will just make the knife non-deployable as you pull it out and it hits your pocket. Okay? And that's not a good thing. Alright, on that note, enough fiddling around, wasting time. I have to go, I'm terribly busy. We'll see you.